Train the muscles, not the joints. Welcome back to Natural Gallant Bodybuilding, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about, do you have to PR every single day? Do you have to hit your personal record? So say you get 10 reps on the bench press last time, now you got to get 11, or you got to get 10 and a half, or you got to get 10 reps with a higher amount of weight. Maybe it's just 2 pounds more. Don't worry, little guy. One day you'll be like me. Just keep growing. Just keep working out, man. Keep the faith. Now, this is known as progressive overload, and I think that, yes, there are benefits to progressing. You want to progress, there's no doubt about that. But of course, the more advanced you get, the less your gains are going to come, as far as you're not going to be able to progressively put on 2 pounds on the bar every single workout, because you'll be lifting 1,000 pounds after a couple of years at that rate, right? So here's the thing. For periods of time, you're going to notice that you're going to progress, and then sometimes you're going to regress a little bit, then you're going to progress and go back and forth, and it's almost like you're hitting a wall constantly. Why, God? Why am I so weak? Why did you do this to me? Please just give me an answer. I'll be good. Mountain. And then finally the wall breaks through, and then you may progress again. You may go up in a few reps. You may go up in a little bit of strength. And of course, there are lots of techniques out there in order to help you do this, whether it's partial ranges of motion. Sometimes it's rack type movements where you're doing the weak links. Basically you're just working on the top range or the bottom range, wherever it is that you're weak, and you're basically trying to overload that area in order to break through whatever obstacle that you have or whatever weak part of the range of motion that you have. You're trying to break through that. But the main reason why I want to talk about if you have to PR every single time or not is because of this. Some people underestimate the benefit of multiple workouts almost becoming one workout. And what I mean by this is sometimes I'll train in the gym and I'll be a little bit sore from my previous workout, knowing full well that I might be a little bit weaker in training that body part in that workout. But because there's a cumulative effect of training those 2 days in a row, or several times I'm working the same body part in a row, or same exercise sometimes, I notice that it's almost a way of overloading the system, and then when I take a rest, then I come back stronger. So in this clip right now, you can see me doing some bench presses, and I'm getting about 3 or 4 reps less on the bench with 275 than I usually get. But the thing is, I was sore from doing chest the day before. Now I got a few less reps than usual just because my chest is still sore from doing some flies the other day. I was doing like cable flies, not cable flies, but machine flies. And I found a way to put my shoulder in a proper position where it actually helps. And my chest is just killing me still. So last workout I did giant sets, but I pre-exhaust with the flies first, then I went to bench press with 225, so my chest is still sore. I know it's an excuse and everything, but that's why my bench is a little bit lower today, but I don't mind because I'm just basically just keeping the groove, right? So it's more like a groove workout. I know I'm not gonna be getting a PR today. And because of this, I got a few less reps on the bench press. But I was willing to deal with that because I was trying to just overload the chest, overload the system, and then when I back off for a day off, or 2 days off, or 3 days off, then I come back stronger than before. So this is a technique that I've used a lot over the years, and I find it's really useful. I mean, like any technique, you can overdo it, but I do find that not concentrating on trying to PR every single workout, it's not a bad thing. So I'm gonna do some flies. I'll do some flies, then I'll work my way into some legs or something. Hey, it's hip hop. It's hip hop playing. It's hip hop music. The thing is that you're not going to PR every single workout, and sometimes you just got to put your head down and train as hard as you can that day, because sometimes you're not going to PR for a number of different reasons. Sometimes your diet wasn't in check, sometimes your sleep is different, sometimes you're trying to recover from the workout before. Like sometimes the day before you did an exercise and it challenged your muscle groups, maybe it's your delts, and then when you go to bench press, your bench press is lower. I've noticed this with squats. When I do heavy squats, I notice that my bench press is actually lower the next day, not because my delts are taxed as much, but my overall nervous system is taxed. So So if I would just say, oh, I'm just going to wait to train until I'm perfectly recovered before I do bench press, I think that would be counterproductive, because I notice if I don't train enough, then my body starts to shrink. I start to lose reps, I start to lose strength, I start to lose endurance, I start to lose the pump, and I find it's more productive for me to train the next day, even though I know that perhaps I'm not going to be at 100%. Sometimes I'm not going to be at 100%. So I notice that when I train, if I'm at about 80 to 90% recovered, that's the best time for me to train, not when I'm fully recovered, if not, over recovered, right? So say it takes me 2 days to recover and then 5 days later I'm training that body part again. I find that I almost go backwards. That's just me. I mean, you might be totally different, but that's what I found with me. So don't worry about PRing every single workout, although you should be more on an upward trend. I mean, you shouldn't be going from something you could do 10 reps with down to 2 reps or 3 reps. I mean, then you might have to really deal with something, or take an extra day off, or increase the food that you're taking in, or something. There might be something off there, or maybe there's an injury that you have to take into account. But the bottom line is, don't feel too bad if you're going down by 10% or 20% from workout to workout, because you're training a body part multiple days in a row. So I hope this helps you out with your training. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you need to get hold of me, just go to naturalgallantbodybuilding.com, and thanks a lot to the Patreon supporters, and take care for now.